Good morning, all. We'll wait for some 1 or 2 minutes. Let us wait for our other friends also to join. Once they join, we can start. Am I audible? Is there any issue with video or audio? Am I audible? Can anyone comment? Am I audible to you? Yes, Exanergy. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. We're truly happy to see you. Okay. Let us start the session with the 3 ohms. So the markets are moving some kind of little bit mm, supports from the market uh, from the mid of March, and markets are pulling back. So in general, the markets have started to bounce back once the sun entered into the Meena Rasi. So in Meena Rasi, earlier there was some kind of good conjunction also there. So basically that conjunction supported the market, and the market has moved very much good. This is how the market moved last week. Now the market is in Saturn star, and after the Saturn, the market will move to Mercury star. So overall this uptrend is there, and that now I expect a kind of some kind of consolidation or a little bit of downtrend for coming weeks. So mostly today is a kind of Wednesday. So you can see we are expecting some kind of up and flat up movement. So far the market is flat. And so if you can see that overall the up markets are somewhat less, and mostly it is due to down market, and it will balance, I think. So mostly we can expect some kind of range bound market, uh, mostly towards the downside. I think market will yesterday market made a high. That yesterday high was how much? Let's see. So the yesterday high was around 23 900. I feel this 23 900 will hold for some time, and I think most probably after April 14th only this possibly this high can break after April 14th only, and until such time I expect market to move around these ranges only, around 23 900 to 24,000. Around these ranges, I expect the market to move. So basically, the Saturn stocks, where we can check how the Saturn stocks move. Sun in Saturn star and Jupiter Lord. Jupiter is star sign Lord. You can see that in the from 14th or 15th onwards that our trend has started. What like Sun in Saturn also started. There was a support for during that period. There was some support, and it has moved around some 15% from this range. So uh, Sun in Saturn star has decently reflected on the crude oil market. And we can see other stocks also related to Sun, also related to Saturn. So you can see JSW steel also moved. Steel mostly related to Saturn. So steel also moved very good. Where Tata is also some reasonable movement, but mostly this kind of stocks moves with the, what you can say, moves with the Nifty mostly. Hind Petro actually moved very good for this movement. But you can say uh, for Saturn, Hind Petro moved very well for Saturn movement. ஓகே செந்தில்குமார், நோ இஷ்யூ. நீங்கள் ரெக்கார்டிங்ஸ் இருக்கும், உங்களால் கலந்துக்க முடியலனாலும் நீங்கள் டைம் கிடைக்கும்போது ரெக்கார்டிங்ஸ் நீங்கள் பார்க்கலாம் இல்லை. ஸோ மறுபடியும் சொல்கிறேன் நான், நம்ம இப்போ சூரியன் வந்து சேட்டனோட கனெக்ட் ஆகிருக்கிறாரு, சனியோட கனெக்ட் ஆகிருக்கிறாரு. கனெக்ட் ஆகிருக்கிறதுனால நம்ம வந்து இந்த சனி சம்மந்தப்பட்ட ஸ்டாக்ஸ், அந்த சனி சம்மந்தப்பட்ட அந்த பங்குகளில் ஸ்டாக்ஸில் we can see a movement, Saturn related stocks. அதை நம்ம இப்போ டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறோம் நம்ம இதில். ஸோ மோஸ்ட்லி சனிக்கு நம்ம வந்து ஆயில் அண்ட் ஸ்டீல் இதை தான் நம்ம வந்து சொல்கிறோம். ஆல்சோ லைஃப் இன்சூரன்ஸும் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் Saturn related stocks தான். ஸோ யூ கேன் சி ஹவு தி லைஃப் இன்சூரன்ஸ் ரிலேட்டட் ஸ்டாக்ஸ் மூவ். இது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா லைக் நம்ம 14 வச்சுக்கோ நம்ம இதில். ஸோ 631 to 677 ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஒரு 7 to 8% நமக்கு இந்த இடத்துல இது மூவ் ஆயிருக்குது இல்லை. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி மூவ்மெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து உங்களால் வந்து சன் பேஸ்டு ட்ரெண்டை மூவ் பண்ணி நீங்கள் எடுக்கக்கூடிய சமயத்தில் உங்களுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி மூவ்மெண்ட்ஸை கேப்சர் பண்ணுறதுக்கான வாய்ப்புகள் நிறைய இருக்குது. Again, you can see Coal India. Coal India also somewhat related to Saturn. So not somewhat, actually it is related to Saturn, Coal India. You can see some good movement in Coal India also. Okay. So actually, in oil-related companies, you have to be a bit careful because mostly our companies are not oil exploration companies. Our companies are oil refinery companies, so we cannot expect them to move for what Saturn. Sometimes they will move, but it is mostly not related to Saturn. They are mostly related to kind of manufacturing industries only because they are doing refining only. The product is oil, but they are doing some kind of refinery process only. But that they are not kind of exploration of oil companies. Like they don't. Most of our oil companies don't own any their own well, I mean oil wells. So, but the kind of companies like ONG is an exception. But whenever Saturn is there, ONG will connect. Saturn and Kedu for both ONG will connect. You can see from 17th March this stock also moved very well, 226 to 243, almost 10% movement. See, there might be many companies have moved. We have our own set of logics, like whatever the stocks that has connection with the planets, somehow connected with the planetary forces, that stocks only we consider and we trade. That is how our logics go. So that's how the stocks have moved. And okay, and important point is mostly you can next week Thursday is a good clear cut bullish movement it seems. I mean an average bullish movement. And the next week Wednesday I'm expecting a bearish movement. And coming Monday also we are expecting a kind of down movement only. So you can see mostly down, only few ups are there. So that's how we kind of predict the market and what kind of sun trend is there, how the moon trend supports there. The sun trend is bullish and the moon trend is bearish. Mostly market will not make any kind of a huge volume based movements are not possible. It will go, but it will come down. I mean, on close basis, you cannot expect a consistent movement. Maybe on highs it will go, and then it will come back. Okay, that's how I am expecting next week. I mean, up to next Wednesday. That's how I expect the market to move on. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Market is still in certain trend, but I think market cannot move much. So, as an idea, what we can do is we can ask some horary, like market is now at 23 659. So 24,000 C, we can check how it is moving. We'll see what are the stocks that can perform better or such stock opportunities are there. You can check. Because we are at the mid of the trend, certain trend is almost mid of the trend, and maybe whatever already moves, possibly it can that some kind of momentum will be there, but we cannot expect it to move like it moved in the last week. So best time to enter the sun trend is when the sun trend starts. We have to enter 1 or 2 days before the sun trend. If we enter like that, we can see how it has moved. We can see on 18th March that there was a movement from Jupiter to Saturn star. Okay, so suppose that we can check the entry setups or some kind of setups that we have received on around before 17, 15, something like that. Okay, so this is into Petro. In Petro around 18. Okay, 18th market has moved. You can if you can see that exactly around 18, there was a kind of swing support is there like here. Okay. So after that, we can see that the market has entered, and we can enter from here, like 329. Maybe one day we can wait how the market moves, and it is not a complicated entry. It's a very simple technical entry only, but it has some kind of astrological support. If you can see, we have entered around 330, and we might have gone up to around 370. 332, 370 means 40 points. Yeah, 40 points. That is more than 10%. Okay. So this kind of opportunities will be always available with the stock trades. And you can see HDFC Life also. Also, you can see market has moved very well in this point of view. Okay. So some basic technical knowledge only you can say we can straight away enter into this space. And from 642, market has moved up to 670. Almost some 5% movement was there, but it's a good movement. See, we cannot exactly go up to this high, but we can almost, it is possible to, very much possible to book the profit and up to this levels. Okay. So we made a vendor around 235. Easily we can set the target around 244 or 243. So, okay, a good decent 6-7% profit was available to us. So these kind of trade opportunities are always available to us, and we can use these opportunities. And based on your risk appetite or based on your ability, we can enter into futures trade, or you can buy the stocks and hold for the short term, or you can buy some good options at the reasonable level. So options is an entirely different scenario, but certainly you can use that. At that time, market was connected to Venus and Mercury also, so you can check some Venus stocks also. You can see how the Venus related. 18th only the market has Sun has came in connection with Venus. So you can see after 18th, 17th, 18th. Okay, it is there. Like what I said, na, so 1 or 2 days before only that kind of a pullback or coming down, that kind of patterns you can observe. Not exactly on that day, so some 1 or 2 days before itself. So you can see now, if you already in good touch, you can understand that okay, the market has now Sun is in connection with the Venus, so you can look up at the Venus stocks, and there's a good entry near around 199, and they can book the profits around here, 212, like so 112, like some 6-7% profit here also it has come. Here also around 18. So here also around 18. You can see, so here also around 18 you can see uh, like here there was some entry. This 19, 19. So there was some good entry around this place. So here also we can enter and enter good, book some good profits. The reason I am showing you this, there's always the market will always provide you good opportunities. You have to decide where you want to trade. So based on that, you can look after the movements in the market. You can so definitely make some decent, reasonable returns. So today we have seen the movements of last week and how the planetary movements affected the last week movement, and some kind of a forecast for the coming week, and how the stocks moved in the last week, and probably how they can possibly can give some entry mm, into the next week. So this is how we have looked into the market. If you have any doubts, you can ask, and otherwise we can wind up. Can ask any of your doubts related to uh, apart from proper SD related doubts like how to find X, how to find Y, that is not possible to explain here. Otherwise, any particular doubts regard to some stocks or index or features or something like that, certainly you can ask here. Also, one of our friends, Senthil Kumar, he came to Nadakendra, and he took a kind of mentoring from us, and I think it was very useful to him. Like him, we welcome you all to our Nadakendra facility, and we can come there and trade along with us. And as a trading community, we can grow together. Thank you. I hope this session was somewhat useful to you all. Let us chant 3 Oms and let us conclude the session. Om.